Hey everybody! You know what day today is?
Hump day!
Hump day!
Hump day!
Text day.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it is Wednesday. It's April 15th, but actually, today's Transplant.
Transplant day!
Today is Wednesday, the 15th of April, and according to the Old Farmer's Almanac, today is the best day of the year for transplanting things like tomatoes and peppers. So that's what we're going to do today. It's about time to get them out of this greenhouse behind me because we've had days that the temperature inside of there has been 120 degrees or higher. The thermometer only goes up to 120, so I don't know how hot it's getting in there. I really need to rethink the ventilation system in the greenhouse for the next year's build. But more on that later. For right now, let's get these plants on the ground. What do you say? Okay, so I've laid them all out where they're going to go. The places where the tomato plants are going in, I've already installed some dirt earlier, planted some peas in that space. But the spaces in between is where the basil is going, and I'm going to need to add a little bit more compost to those areas. Fortunately, I have some made up, and we'll be putting that in along with everything else here in just a moment. Just need to figure out what I did with my knife. It's over there. Alright, so we've got our pots laid out at the appropriate spacing, a foot apart for the cumin, and the spread on the pepper plants is about 2 foot. So I've got 2 foot spacing in between pepper plant to pepper plant with a nasturtium in between each one of those. So just like with the tomatoes and the basil that I've already planted here, right? Just like those, in between each of the main plants, in this case peppers, we're going to have an auxiliary plant, in this case nasturtiums, which although yes they are edible, the primary purpose is a companion. Help confuse insects and things of that nature. Look at those little flowers. Alright, let's get set up and get these in the ground. So once again we got one of these situations where earlier in the year came through, I dug out a hole, I put in some dirt, that's right there. So all I have to do is just push down into that, pull it back a bit, there we go, create a little hole. I can just slide that pepper plant right on into that hole. And do the same thing with the nasturtium. There. Pull the dirt back. There we go. Nasturtium out. Put that down. Into the hole. Push your mulch back around. Ta-da. There we go. To the next one. Over there. Widen that hole out just a little bit. Put the plant into the hole. Get the mulch in. Here we go. I recognize you. Oh, I recognize that. That one. There you are. I know what you are. The moth. You get it? It escaped. That was a baby. That was a baby vine borer moth that was in there. No, he was doing messing around with my pepper plants though. That's weird. Baby vine borer moth sitting on top of my pepper plants. Makes me glad that I have waited a little bit before planting my squash, huh? Moth sitting here going, "Where's the squash? Where's the squash? I know you plant squash around here." Oh. I hate to break it to you, little moth, but I can't have it in my squash. Alright, so quick discussion of materials. We got these $1 for 6, or 6 for $1 pots from the dollar store. This will probably be good for another year at least. Oh, aluminum roaster pans. Yeah, I got them 2 for $1, but they don't stand up very well. I think I might just go ahead and bite the bullet and get the big heavy duty plastic ones. This probably last a little bit longer. Yeah, let's see, we got our tomatoes and our basil, tomatoes and basil, tomatoes and basil, tomatoes and basil. There's more tomatoes, more basil. All the way down that row. There we go. And then up this row we've got our sweet bell peppers and nasturtiums in the ground. Just going all the way up to there where we've got about 10 clumps of cumin growing. If what I've learned so far, I'd probably be better off direct sowing the cumin instead of growing it in the pot and transplanting it out. Well, hello there, good people. Wow, it is windy out today. It's the 16th of April. Right behind me here in the front yard I have got 3 trays with our cayenne peppers and some nasturtiums I'm going to plant out, a hori knife, and some dirt. First off, we're going to go lay these out where they're going to go, and then we'll get to transplanting. Alright, so once again, pepper plants have a spread of about 2 feet, so I'm going to put them 2 feet apart. And then in between those, we're going to put some of these nasturtiums. Ooh, they're ready to get planted. Let's get to it. Well, alright good people, today is April 17th, it's one day later, everything's planted out there behind me, and I figured I'd come back and reshoot this bit of footage because it was too windy yesterday and the wind chime was just banging away, you couldn't hear me. Not that anybody wants to anyway. Oh, anyway, so the bird bath behind me, you might have a question about why I put the rocks in the bird bath. It's pretty easy. Actually, I put the rocks in there so whenever the bees come along and land, they have a place where they can get a drink too. Because I want the bees in the garden to do the things that they do, running around, pollinating the flowers and everything. Anyway, that's all I've got for you today. As always, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave your comments down below. Bang the notification bell. Share this video. And I will catch you next time. Went back and looked at the footage. The footage! Yes, it's the footage. Yes, Sharon, it's the footage now. Oh, knock it off. Who ever told you you could come through here blowing away like that?